Good morning, guys. So as you guys know, last night I went to the gun store to pick up my last few guns that were still there, that was getting cleaned, just in case things hit the fan. I want to be prepared. So this morning, I'm actually preparing all my stuff. And I know this sounds crazy, but to people that have been in the military or have been a police officer, you know how quickly things can escalate, or how fast they can escalate, and how it can happen in seconds. Like things can go from amen to a full out gunfight within seconds. And if you don't have that experience, you don't have that training, you just don't see it coming. You know, you're just like that person that's just swimming and then all of a sudden a great white shark bites you. But then if you've been in the water, then you can see certain things coming. And so I have all my stuff loaded. I know I look ridiculous, which I do, but I just want to be extra prepared. So I have like my trusty weapon that I can store my life by. I have my pistol. But one thing that's also very, very important, let me get this ready. It's actually kind of hard to take off because I'm not wearing the proper pants. Is life-saving too, and that's actually used more frequent. What the heck? That's actually used more frequently than any weapons. So when like some crazy disaster happens, like let's say like a hurricane or like what we have right now, or if people start rioting, more likely than not, you're not going to go out like a Rambo and start blasting and saving the world with bullets. You save the world through applying first aid, which is why I wanted to make sure I put on my first aid kit here. And this is like a tactical first aid. So there's like a tourniquet, there's chest seals, there's Israeli bandages, and I have multiple of them in the house. I have that one. And so that's kind of like my go bag. Go bag meaning once I have all my bullets, everything locked and loaded, and shit hits the fan. Like let's say I see crazy ass people jumping over the fence trying to invade my house. I grab my family and my baby. We get in the car. And I'm like, babe, let's go. I grab that, and that's all I need to stay alive. That's my go bag. And I have one right here in the kitchen at all times, just in case. And I usually carry an even smaller one on my daily backpack. And this is just kind of like the bare essentials. But first aid is just as important. And I'm not talking about like Band-Aids type of first aid. I'm talking about real life situation where you're bleeding out and you have 45 seconds to live. That kind of like life-saving first aid. So is there going to be a Neosporin in here? No. But there is a chest decompression needle. If someone's lung collapses, you could administer that and let them breathe again. So I got that kind of stuff. And I don't know, just the way things are with seeing like there's already riots happening in certain cities. Like my cousin, he lives in the Bay, and there's National Guard are already on the streets, and they've been on the streets for like weeks now before the rest of the nation even sees it. So I just want to be prepared for the worst just in case, but I don't think it's ever going to get there. But I think just like martial arts, where like Bruce Lee said, he'd rather be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener during times of war, because then you're fucked. So that's why I'm always just trying to be prepared for worst case scenario. And if I'm walking around the garden, never have to use it, awesome. Oh, and one other thing that's kind of like a sad truth that people are finding out these days is all the people that thought you can get a gun overnight, and they think getting a firearm is so easy to get. Now that there's a scare, there's so many people that were against guns are now like, oh shoot, I think I might need to get something to protect myself. So they all go to the gun store, and then they're like, wait, what? I gotta come with like all these different forms of identification? Oh man, I don't even have this. Like most people don't even have the 3 forms that the gun store needs, or the ATF needs, or a Department of Justice needs. And they're like, okay, so I have to get these 3. They gotta come back, and then after they show those 3, then they gotta take a test. After they take a test, then they can't even pick up the firearm. I'm like, what? But it's crazy right now. I need it right now. Like, no, you gotta wait 10 days. It takes 10 days to do the background checks. And with how crazy things are right now, with the government shutting down, it might take longer than 10 days. I don't know. So now people are like, oh man, but I need it now. How come I can't get it now? Well, that's what we've been trying to tell you guys. It's not that easy to get a firearm, at least in California. In California, it's actually pretty difficult. You gotta bring all this paperwork in. You have to wait 10 days. So that's why you got to be extra prepared. You should always already have all these things done. Like if you try to wait until you need a drive to get a driver's license, it's too late because it's going to take months. So that's just it's unfortunate, it's a sad truth. But hopefully after this, people are that much more prepared for the next crisis that happens. What are you doing, you monkey head? Where's your mama? Oh. What are you doing there, mama? His closet. That's cute. Is Taika helping or making it worse?
Making it worse.
Do I have to kiss a lot of these clothes goodbye?
No, I already did. That's what's in the hallway.
Oh, I see.
Did you see it?
Let me see. Oh, wow, you vacuum sealed it all?
Yeah.
That's dope. So is that for his little brother or sister?
If they ever come, yeah.
Oh, you told me it's never gonna come.
I don't know. I don't know.
Coffee.
It's a cup. What is the baby doing?
The water.
What is he doing though?
No, drink the water.
Yeah, he is. What's this?
Grapes. Apple. Berry. Strawberries.
Berry strawberries.
Rice. Pear. Banana. Papaya. Orange. Milk.
Good job.
What's the baby doing?
No.
He's crawling.
This level's
What's
too
this
hard.
one? What's this baby doing? Look. What's he doing?
No, the shit.
He's sitting. What's this one doing?
No. And
He's playing.
the toy.
What's he doing with the book?
No.
He's reading.
Playing the book.
Yeah. What is this guy doing?
No.
He's walking.
Walking.
What's this one doing?
The bookie.
Laughing.
Laughing.
What's this one doing?
I don't know.
He's crying.
Great.
Great.
Mama's straight making miracles in the kitchen. Wow.
Miracles, just the sandwich.
Well, that looks bomb. You should have seen how freaking broke our sandwiches were growing up.
These are pretty broke sandwiches. We don't have lettuce, tomatoes, nothing. What?
At least you got mayo. I didn't even grow up on mayo. Life changing.
What'd you do?
What is it, mister? Oh, you put your car up there again? How do you put your car up there and you can't get it down? Come on, mister. Okay, not here. It always seems like he needs help or something, and then he just... No. But we got this. What was cool is we went to get white bread before this whole lockdown thing, and they ran out of the regular white bread, so we had to get this one. But come to find out, these guys are all big and fluffy. I think it's almost like brioche style. Let me see. Oh, it's crafted, so it's like some artisanal thing, so it's nice and fluffy.
Thick.
But it looks bomb. It'd be perfect for French toast, I think. Oh, look at that ham. Damn, you put 3 layers of ham? Damn, this is luxurious.
You got it by yourself.
Good job, monkey. You know, growing up, the sandwiches my mom gave me was just 1 slice.
Yeah, we had that too.
Good job, mister.
Yeah, we always had just 1 slice.
We're gonna live the good life. But then, yeah, I would see all my friends, like all the white kids, they would have fat ass slices like they're from Subway, like just straight up packed on there.
Subway, eat fresh. I put cheese on yours and I'm toasting it while it's hopefully melting.
Thank you.
Look. I cut off that just so it doesn't like drip everywhere. Whoops.
Sam's whack.
Sam's way.
I have never been so excited about a ham and cheese sandwich in my life. But if Ma Bear makes it, it's gonna be bomb.
Yeah, spicy chips.
No, that's good. How's yours? Got chips too? Hell yeah. And fruit punch? I'm living a kid's dream. Dinner time, folks. You know what's been really awesome about staying home these days? I got to catch up on a lot of movies. So 2 highly recommended movies. Number 1, Jojo Rabbit by one of our favorite directors, Taika Waititi, which is who Taika is named after. Second one is Ford versus Ferrari with Christian Bale and Matt Damon. Super good, great tearjerker. Love that American spirit in the story where he's like, fuck you, I know you guys are the legacy winners. We got to go up against Ferrari. I love that American gung-ho spirit, and it was super cool. Now it's time for dinner, and still eating the stuff out of the freezer. We actually had a lot of stuff in the freezer, which is crazy. Just seasoned up some ribeye, real simple. Just salt and pepper on both sides, and then got some broccolini, and then just chopped up some garlic. So I'll probably cook this with this guy. Throw in a little bit of chicken broth. Like I like to saute it a little bit just to get that little slight, like not char, but like a little bit of like that heat flavor in. And then I finish it off with some chicken broth, and then these guys are straight up throw in the grill. Hands down, this is one of my favorite parts of cooking. Garlic on oil. Look at that. Ooh, already smells good. Just put in a little bit of chicken broth, mix it around, and I might add a little bit more before I close the lid so I can steam them. But I already threw in the broccolini to get charred up a little bit to get that flavor. But it already smells super good. Now is my second favorite thing to do is throw steaks on a pan. Because as you guys know, I prefer steaks on a grill, but when I have to grill, I have to bounce back and forth from the inside and outside, and I lose out on a lot of family time. So although that's my favorite way to cook, I gotta sacrifice what's more important. And I just prefer cooking it inside now. But it still tastes really good. And it's just easier for me to manage like a bunch of dishes if it's on the inside. So one tip I like to do is when I throw these steaks on, I like to put it on high heat. And then I like to sear it, and I like to press it just to make sure it cooks evenly. And I press the middle just a little bit more, because usually that's the part that gets cooked the least. So if I want it nice and even, I like pressing the middle a little bit more, and then more than the sides.
Exactly the same.
How are you feeling personally?
Always, the little thief comes. Is it yummy?
Hell, yours is bomb.
That's one of the perks of being the chef. I already have.
There's a lot. Did you put chili on this or is it just pepper?
No, I did way less pepper than ever before.
Well, maybe I just got the wrong piece.
Here,
But
try
it's
another one.
bomb.
Try another one.
No, it's bomb.
City website, they can call the city hotline, 310-456.
He's getting ready, what the heck?
And we're trying to.
No, yours is bomb.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It's so
Yeah.
bomb.
You should look at the veggies I made.
Oh my
Have a piece of
god.
that too.
Maybe one of the reasons that.
Ooh, my favorite. Broccolini, broccolini. Broccolini, I love you.
I don't even get a song.
Baby Bart, you're my heart. I just can't stand your farts. Baby Bart. I'm done. Ta-da! Day 900 of quarantine, that's what happens. My online friends, I'm talking to you. I got nothing else that rhymes. Boo. Okay, I'm gonna go now because I'm gonna just give the camera back to Bart.
This is literally the best weather lady I've ever seen. Watch, check it out. Give me the weather, girl.
It's gonna be Monday afternoon. We're gonna hit 60s.
Woo!
And tomorrow in Corona, it's gonna rain like these.
Ooh, DC, DC.
for the mountain communities. That's a 74.
That's us.
And he's pointing to the cloud. Don't be like the sun. You gotta shine outside in front of that cloud. 55.
And into the weekend, things are
Into the weekend.
Good, because I need to know about that.
What?
Because I need to know about that. Come on, give me the weekend.
We're gonna be 67.
Woo!
71. Okay, wait, that's just the dance and yeah.
Hey, I told you guys got to tune in. This is where you get the best weather. You're gonna get the weather just about a week or two late,
Just
but
about.
but it's still gonna be really good. And yup, I am still trying to stay on some kind of a diet, so I'm just kind of balancing things. Since I had that super bomb ham and cheese sandwich that Mom Bear made me for lunchtime, for dinner I just cut carbs out completely. So it's just all veggies, all meat. Turned out really good.
Pan over to me, I'm like this. I'm like,
Well, your metabolism is better than mine. And I eat all kinds of other crazy junk, so I turn into a fatty real quick. And we also got the cucumbers from the other day. Get to eat some of these guys. Mmm. Thank you guys for following along another awesome day of being at home. I've been loving all this family time. It's so cuny. We actually swam in the pool again today because yesterday we turned on the hot tub. When we turned it off, the hot water cycled into the pool, so the pool got warm. So it was just cool to just have like these spontaneous random moments that I otherwise wouldn't have had because I'm just so busy working on all the other stuff. And so all these days at home has been so refreshing, and spending so much time with Ma Bear and Tyke has been so freaking cuny. And I'm really excited and happy to be able to share those with you guys too. So I hope you guys are experiencing the same thing at your home, spending lots of time doing all the things you weren't able to do, like clean the room or clean the garage or spend family time. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.